You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Erica Jackson. Jacqueline is off tonight. You might want to double check your fridge heading into this Thanksgiving holiday. The CDC is warning consumers not to eat any type of romaine lettuce after dozens of people in 11 states were infected with E. coli. ABC's Natalie Brunell is in Los Angeles with the details.
A multi-state E. coli outbreak linked to romaine lettuce. At least 32 people infected with the bacteria across 11 states, plus an additional 18 people sick in Canada. More than a dozen of those sick have been hospitalized, including one person who developed kidney failure. The CDC now advising consumers not to eat any form of romaine lettuce and urging restaurants to stop serving and selling the product until more is learned about the outbreak.
There's not a chain of trace back to tell, say, okay, it came from this particular field or this particular grower or whatever. So that's why it's so difficult to really identify where it came from.
Consumer Reports warning that for now, everyone throw away those heads and hearts of romaine, lettuce mixes, and classic Caesar salads.
Washing does not remove this bacteria because what it can do is get inside the cells and inside the layers, and so washing doesn't do anything at all.
This is a different strain of E. coli than the one responsible for another romaine lettuce scare earlier this year. That outbreak caused more than 200 people in 30 states to fall sick, and 5 people ended up dying. So far, no deaths have been reported linked to this outbreak. Natalie Brunell, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Here on the Suncoast, local farmers say there's a way around the CDC warning: buy local produce. ABC7's Rick Adams spoke to some of those local farmers. And Rick, what exactly did they tell you?
Yeah, Erica, this could be a very frightening situation, but one farmer says locally grown romaine is safe to eat. Sarasota farmer Andrew Hudson is eating romaine lettuce today, even though the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention warned U.S. residents to stay away from it because it may be contaminated with the dangerous type of E. coli. Turner, who helps run the farm that provides fruits and vegetables for Jessica's Organic Farm Stand, says their lettuce is organically grown and always sold fresh the same day it comes out of the ground.
There's nothing that goes on it that could make it sick for people. The only thing it ever gets is rain and sprinkler water.
Hudson tells us these types of problems happen when large companies distribute perishable items.
You can't ship something 11 days across the country and have it still be good if it's perishable.
Phil Pagano oversees the popular Sarasota Farmers Market, which has been going on weekly for nearly 40 years in the downtown area. He says since the produce at the market is locally grown, he's okay with his vendors selling romaine lettuce at this weekend's event.
When you're growing it, 10 or 20 miles away or something local, it has no problems.
We did reach out to the Sarasota and Manatee County Health Departments regarding the situation, but they did not have anyone available today to come on camera to talk about this. And a spokesperson with the Manatee County Health Department says they are urging people to follow the warning from the CDC. Erica, back to you.
Rick, thank you. A little rain this morning in some areas on the Suncoast, and some changes in our forecast could be on the way. Let's get the details with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Thanks, Erica. You can already feel some of those changes right now. Temperatures are cooling down 66 degrees, but more importantly, the dew point temperature has come down to 58 degrees. Now, that's a big deal when it comes to what it feels like outside, because last night at this time it was around 70 degrees, and winds are out of the north at 6, bringing some of that cooler and drier air back down our way, and those winds will continue that direction throughout the day tomorrow. The pressure's way up there, 30, 14, so high pressure building in behind the front. Well, that wind flow will stay anywhere from the north, anywhere 5 to 10 throughout the morning. It'll pick up a little bit tomorrow afternoon, but we are looking at lots of sunshine. Temperatures currently already down in the 40s in places like Pensacola now. It's 57 degrees in Tallahassee and 75 in Miami. Around town, temperatures into the 60s and 70s right now, 68 in Sarasota, 68 in Mayaca City, and the Gulf water temperature now at 74 degrees. And dew point temperatures tell the story. We're into the 50s now, and typically with light winds and clear skies, low temperatures drop down to the dew point. So we'll be in the upper 50s to low 60s to start the day tomorrow. Well, much more on our cooling trend coming up in just a few minutes. Erica?
Bob, thank you. The Northport Police Department is moving forward with a program to make it more transparent. For the next 30 days, selected officers will start training and evaluation on how to use body cameras, making them the only law enforcement in our area to do so. These body cameras will record in high definition and record that video and audio of interactions that the police have with the public. And then that will be downloaded to the Northport Police database when they return back to the station in a time-stamped secure server.
A lot more transparency for the citizens. That's definitely one thing they want to see. The public is always asking us, how can they see more of our evidence and how can they see more of our videos from calls so they can get a little more insight on what we do on a day-to-day basis.
These cameras would cost Northport close to $230,000 a year, but the police department says this new equipment is necessary to protect and serve the public. Meanwhile, Sarasota police have had dozens of body cameras waiting to be used for several years now, but the city commission prevented the department from using them. Now the police chief says those cameras are outdated and no longer usable. Back in 2015, Sarasota police received 24 cameras through a federal grant. But after a brief test period, a Sarasota resident threatened to sue if he wasn't given access to all of the recordings. Once the city paid to have the test recordings censored to protect privacy, commissioners then decided to wait for direction from the state on some sort of body camera policy. And now, 3 years later, the police chief says the $36,000 worth of cameras are outdated and they need to get new ones. Chief of Police Bernadette Tapino says she likes body cameras. She thinks they help clear up he said, she said disputes, but now it's up to the commission to buy new ones. The mayor says she likes the concept of police body cameras.
I think overall it's a good thing for them to have it. I think it provides some evidence of what's going on, no matter, whether you're looking at the person being arrested or the police officer. I think it benefits both.
But it won't be easy. Police need to buy new cameras, negotiate with the police union, then train officers. And speaking of body cameras, we have new video in our newsroom tonight of a perfect example of how body cameras can help with transparency. A body camera from a police officer in North Florida captured an officer-involved shooting.
He's shooting, look out, shots fired.
It happened near the city of DeLand yesterday. The suspect, wanted on attempted murder and other charges, drove head-on at a Volusia County Sheriff's County deputy. Then he opened fire at a second deputy before another deputy and a DeLand police officer returned fire. Police identified the shooter as 33-year-old Dylan Parker. Officers were seen giving him first aid at the scene before he was airlifted to the hospital for treatment. Parker was listed in critical condition after being shot in the chest and leg, but is expected to survive. No officers were injured in the shooting, but they've been placed on administrative leave as authorities investigate the incident. An arrest is made in a recent Manatee County murder. Sheriff's deputies say a man has confessed to shooting another man, then setting his body on fire. Deputies arresting 38-year-old Aaron Koziak for the murder of Antonio Bradley. Koziak was initially considered a person of interest in the case and arrested on unrelated charges. But during an interview, deputies say Koziak confessed to shooting Bradley, then moving his body to MJ Road in Mayaca City and lighting it on fire. Life in prison. That is where Christopher Watts will live out his days after murdering his pregnant wife and 2 daughters. The Colorado man was sentenced yesterday for killing his 3- and 4-year-old daughters and his pregnant wife. He took a plea deal to avoid the death penalty.
I could objectively say that this is perhaps the most inhumane and vicious crime that I have handled out of the thousands of cases that I have seen.
A judge sentenced the 33-year-old to life in prison without parole for the 3 murders and 48 years for unlawful termination of a pregnancy. Sarasota police are investigating reports of shots fired last night near the Sarasota Kennel Club. We have new images into our newsroom tonight of the scene after it happened. The person who took the photos tells us a woman lives there with several kids, but they were not home at the time. Police got a call around 11 o'clock last night about several gunshots heard coming from a house less than 2 blocks away from the dog track. They say when they got there, they found several empty casings in the street. One person was inside the home and was not hit, but police say they did not cooperate with their investigation. In a 3-day operation, deputies caught and arrested 15 people in Sarasota County. The operation targeted retail theft, but one woman included in the 15 was arrested after deputies say she stole another woman's credit card and began to make purchases. Deputies say the other items stolen varied, as well as the stores they were stolen from. Several of the thefts happened at a Walmart and a Home Depot on Cattleman Road. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is using this sting as a reminder to remain vigilant as you shop.
You know, I see it all the time when I'm off duty. I'm in a store, I see someone shopping and I see their purse, and then they're 10, 15 feet away with their purse sitting in the cart and their backs towards the cart. It only takes that second or two for someone to grab that purse.
Deputies also say to make sure you're always aware of your surroundings, looking out for someone who may be looking to target you. And don't forget, lock your cars and hide any valuables as you shop. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert weather forecast. Plus, that huge wildfire that's killed almost 80 people in Northern California is still burning. Why a bunch of rain could actually make the problem worse. And we'll show you several ways you can give back in the community ahead of the holiday season.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Christmas Tradition by Luxart Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Luxart Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
All right, Bob, we have about Less than 48 hours to Thanksgiving.
That's right, not too far away.
And a lot of people, I'm sure, getting ready for the turkey trot. There's some runs around town, and maybe some people getting ready to play some football with their family. So what's it going to look like on Thanksgiving?
I remember those back in the day in Toledo, Ohio, playing a little bit of football, you know, during the break there. I think they play beach volleyball down here.
Oh, that sounds like a Florida thing to do.
It's looking pretty good, really. The rain chances will be after Thanksgiving, and it'll be pretty mild, too, temperature-wise. We're going to get to that in a minute. Some great photos sent in today, and a lot of shots. This is a gorgeous shot. Suzanne Krebs getting this from Venice of the glorious sky there. And look at that roll cloud. I showed a lot of these during the earlier newscasts. This one, again, from Dave, showing the front that came down and created that nice roll cloud. And on the move, Dave Beachy, Sarasota Bay. Beautiful shot right there. And we are looking at the last shot there by Raymond. Another nice shot. Cooler overnight. That's what we're looking at. So a cooler start tomorrow morning. It's not going to be cold, but it'll be more seasonal, upper 50s to low 60s. And then a very nice Thanksgiving, Erica. There it is right there. We're looking at some sunshine, a few clouds, and temperatures will warm into the mid-70s, some upper 70s inland. And then system comes in late Saturday. Now, this could change depending upon what model you're looking at. Looks like midday Saturday, a good chance for some showers. And it looks like right now rain and not much thunderstorm activity, but I would not be surprised to see 1 or 2 thunderstorms as well. That wind tomorrow will stay out of the north. It will actually pick up throughout the day again out of the north, and that will allow us to see temperatures into the mid to upper 70s for highs, which is fairly typical for this time of year. And don't expect much change in that direction for a while. Temperatures for lows to start things off: 60 in Inglewood, 59 degrees Northport. Lakewood Ranch will be right around 61, Longboat Key 64. These are all fairly typical for this time of year. So this morning's lows were in the upper 60s to low 70s, well above average. And I'm not anticipating any fog developing like we saw this morning, which was rather thick and causing some problems for commuters. The rain is down to our south. That's where the front is now. So that cold front has moved well down to our south. Some big storms off the coast of Florida there on the east side. And we're looking at partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Temperatures topping out right around 77, 78 degrees, and no real threat of any rainfall. Now, as far as the temperature forecast goes, we'll warm up in downtown Sarasota, 78 degrees, a little bit cooler over the Panhandle. And then for lows to start things off on Thanksgiving, it will be into the mid-50s to upper 50s across the area, so a little bit cooler even on Thanksgiving Day. And then highs on Thanksgiving will be in the mid-70s, so right around 75, 77 degrees, not out of the question there. Well, the forecast, this is the European forecast model. When I show you this is going to show rain a little earlier for us. Now, a beautiful day expected across much of the eastern two-thirds of the nation as a result of a large area of high pressure, although it will be cold. And then this one at 6 a.m. does show some rainfall for us, even continuing on into 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The GFS model is a little sooner or a little later with that rain on Saturday. And then another front comes down on Monday with a little disturbance moving along it, and that will bring us a better chance for rain on Tuesday of next week. And then a real cold air mass moves in again by Wednesday next week. Here's the current conditions now. Clear skies, temperatures have cooled to 66, and the barometer way up there, 30-14. And the high today did warm to 81 degrees. I don't think we'll get to the 80s tomorrow. The record high, 88. Well, temperatures currently bitterly cold in places like Minnesota and also into Wisconsin. As far as the highs go for Thanksgiving, only in the freezing range there in Detroit, and below freezing in Toronto, and New York will only get up to 29 degrees on Thanksgiving. For boaters tomorrow, winds will be out of the north to start things off, 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be right around 2 feet. And there'll be a light to moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. Now, the 7-day forecast looks like this. Sunshine tomorrow for Thanksgiving, a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day, high 76. Friday looks good for shoppers, and 60% chance for rain on Saturday and into Saturday evening, and lingering chances for showers on Sunday and Monday with cooling temperatures on Tuesday of next week. Erica?
Bob, thank you. The massive campfire in Northern California is getting closer to being fully contained, but there are now new concerns over heavy rains and mudslides. Reporter Nick Watt has the latest.
Tonight, this deadly, destructive blaze now 70% contained, but these people, many who've already lost everything, not out of danger. Torrential rain is coming. A flash flood watch in effect from tomorrow afternoon through Thanksgiving into Friday morning. And this tent city in the Chico Walmart parking lot is in a flood zone.
What we really want people to do as the rain approaches and the weather starts to shift is get inside.
there is plenty of space in evacuation shelters.
We're going to be here as long as we need to be here. We could be in the sheltering business through Christmas.
Some are scared to go.
Just the germs, the norovirus going around. I'm scared because we already got that once, but we got over it.
More than 100 have been hospitalized by the gastrointestinal bug. Others moved to isolation blocks within the shelters. Many evacuees plan to ride out the rains out here in the open.
So we're getting tarps and stuff like that. It's been rough, but we're making do.
Down in Los Angeles and Ventura counties, where the Woolsey fire burned, authorities also warning of mudslides on hillsides stripped bare by that blaze and potential debris flow as rains approach. Free sandbags now available from fire stations. Some people will likely be evacuated from their homes once again. There is also concern up here at the campfire site that rains could hamper the search for the dead, even wash away human remains or make them indistinguishable from the mud.
We're going to go as hard as we can, as long as we can, until we can't go anymore. That's what's going to happen.
It's 2 days before Thanksgiving, and we're sure many of you are either planning to travel or expecting out-of-town company. In fact, AAA says this will be the busiest travel period in over a dozen years, with more than 48 million people hitting the roads and more than 30 million people expected to fly. One reason more people will be hitting the roads this season is because of lower gas prices, which are down about 20 cents from last month. But AAA travel agent Sue Fitzgerald reminds people if they are going to be hitting the roads for a trip, remember to be well rested both before and after the Thanksgiving feast.
Remember that turkey can make you very tired. So if you're very tired, please don't get on the road.
All right, good advice. AAA says they will be offering their tow-to-go services again this year, which allows anyone to get a ride home and their car towed back to their house with them free of charge if they've been drinking. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies are working together to give away meals to people in need. The Thanksgiving drive is in honor of Sylvester Bellamy, a longtime Manatee County Sheriff's deputy who died in 2014. Volunteers will give away 200 meal baskets to needy families and the homeless. You can get yours tomorrow starting at 8:30 a.m. at Lincoln Middle School. The Sarasota YMCA is asking for your help to brighten the lives of foster children this holiday season. Right now, there are more than 1,500 children in Sarasota, Manatee, and DeSoto counties in the Safe Children Coalition Foster Angel program. You can request a child's wish list from the Safe Children's Coalition, shop, and then bring the gifts or donations to the organization's office. The coalition and the Sarasota YMCA are working together to provide community-based care for local foster children. Consumer News is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
Tonight, Kimmel's all new when Michael B. Jordan and Jimmy mix it up. Punch me. Plus music from her, and we celebrate the first Trumpsgiving.
It's a wall of cornbread, and you're going to pay for it.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, new tonight on ABC.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore, but there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, what was once impossible is happening today for thousands of patients with blood cancer.
I live.
I live. I live. I live.
I live.
She lives.
Because of the research done by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in the battle against blood cancer.
If you had a chance to support the research that is saving lives, what would you do?
Welcome back. Next Friday is the last day to pay property taxes with a major discount in Sarasota County. And the Sarasota County Tax Collector's Office is offering 4 easy ways to do it. To get a 4% discount on your property taxes, you won't have to get out of your car if you use their 24-hour drop box at any of their 3 locations. You can also go online to their website by midnight on November 30th or mail it to their office. Good news for travelers. For spring break, United Airlines is offering nonstop service from Sarasota Bradenton International Airport to Denver, Colorado. The service will be offered on Saturdays only from March 9th to March 30th. The plane will hold 150 passengers, and tickets are now available for sale. Looking ahead to next week, you can give a priceless gift this holiday season. One Blood is looking for blood donors and is hosting a blood drive at Venice City Hall. You can sign up in advance to donate next Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. All donors will receive a blanket and a wellness checkup, including blood pressure, temperature, and a cholesterol screening. An update now to the beautification project underway in Venice. The eastbound lanes of West Venice Avenue are now open. Crews are working on several blocks of that was the eastbound lanes that are open, and now crews are working on several blocks of the westbound lanes this week. Another block of Miami Avenue is scheduled to open before the weekend. Crews have also paved Nassau Street and Nokomis Avenue from West Venice Avenue through Miami Avenue. Those areas are expected to be open to traffic by the end of the week. And as a reminder, the Venice Holiday Parade is this weekend, so you should expect delays when you're leaving the area during and after the parade. That's a look at consumer news. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. Or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
President Trump pardoned a turkey as part of the annual tradition today, but he wasn't the only one. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds also bestowed the gift of life on 2 turkeys at the State House in Des Moines.
Therefore, I, Kim Reynolds, Governor of the state of Iowa, do proudly proclaim, where are they? Henry and Washington, a symbol of Iowa's great turkey industry. They are free to roam Terrace Hill on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, good for them. The birds got their names from the Iowa counties where they were raised. Very cool. Congrats.
That's right. It's that time of year, and it seems like every year you have pardons. Well, that was some good music right there, too.
Yeah.
Speaking of good things, take a look at this. This is a good thing right here.
Oh, it's a good one.
Lighten it up. Erica Jackson, there's their home right there.
We are so efficient this Christmas. We got our lights up a week ago because we took advantage of the nice weather.
There you go. That's the one to do it.
Right? I know. No bugs, no heat, all smiles.
Perfect.
So we'll see you tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast.